thought maybe you went upstairs to lie down.
You didn't get any more sleep than I did last night, did you?
You going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see my mother.
Alone?
Just this one time. Okay?
Okay, well, I'm working here today, so... if that's all right.
What would I do without you?
I can promise you you'll never know.
Hello.
Hi.
I hardly had time to get dressed.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I'm sure that you're probably thinking it's almost the end of the day, and why wouldn't I be dressed? But, I have so few things to dress for. And then you called, so come on in. I've ordered high tea. I became quite the addict in London. It's not really the tea so much as it's more the ritual of... What?
Is it really Jade?
Well, it's a copy, actually, of another one. A miserable one, as it happens. It's supposed to have claw feet with...
Garnet toenails?
Yes.
I learned that word garnet before I ever even knew what color it was. I only ever heard anyone say it when they were speaking of you.
Wow, how lovely to think that I left behind a little legend. I'm afraid, though, like the tub, it's probably a poor copy of the woman that you heard about.
No.
You know, when I first thought of coming here to you, you wouldn't believe the mad things I was dreaming of saying. But I don't know why they seem so important to me. Really, because to tell you the truth, if we had never spoken, and if all I had done was sit in that lobby and watch you come and go for a week, that would have been enough. I didn't need a mission.
But you had one, didn't you? You wanted to try and keep me from marrying Jax?
Of course not, no.
No, I think so. I think maybe you might have changed your mind after you met Jax and saw how much he loves me. You know, he'll take care of me. And you know, I have something that you never had with Daddy. Can't really ask me to not want that, can you?
Why are you saying these things?
The thing that you came here to warn me about, I already know.
I'm not sick. Do I look sick?
I mean, I know about the hospitalizations.
I needed rest, that's all.
I don't know very much about the illness. I can learn. But I know what it means, and I know that the chances are the same as a flip of a coin that I may have it also. And there's nothing you could have done to protect me from it. The only thing you could do was keep it from me, and Jax found out.
Warn you, yeah. Yes, I came here to warn you. And of course, that's just one other thing that you had to do for yourself, boy. Oh, I am really a failure of such colossal proportions. Never in my life have I known from one minute to the next what I would do. Is that the disease talking, or is that Veronica? Who am I, Veronica Wilding? I thought I would just put myself in Jax's way and just tell him and disappear. That way you would have more information than I had when I married Harlan. More information than I had when I had you. Mama was sick a long time. They called her senile. It's not a word you hear much anymore. It sounds harmless, almost droll. But Mama was vicious. And she was terrified. And her hands used to dance when she talked. And then eventually, she lost control of everything. Her face, her temper. Does that sound senile of me?
I understand.
Brenda, do you? Do you understand that only that happiness is all that counts? That illness and disease and disaster, it makes no sense to make allowances for any of those. They are their own collection agency. They're going to tell you when payment's due. Only happiness needs to have room made for it. Prepared for, like children. I thought that I would take the gamble that flip of the coin would go in your favor. Does that sound appalling of me?
I know you probably wanted to do the right thing for me. It can't have been easy for you. You know, there's a test. There's a test now for this gene. And I'm gonna take it.
No, I won't let you. I could tell, I
Veronica,
could see.
this is not the time for us to start lying to each other.
No?
No.
All right, listen to me, my darling daughter. Listen to me. Let's take a look at this with a very clear eye, and then we'll see how helpful this would be. Let's say you're tested, all right, and let's say you're positive. What would you do with that information?
I would prepare.
Prepare? How? All you could do is you start thinking as your life is one big, long disintegration. And listen, isn't everyone's? I mean, that's the job of a healthy mind, to hide us from all of that. When I look back on my wild-hearted wanderings and my life filled with never denied impulses, do I see that as madness or do I see it as magic? I choose magic.
That's very lovely advice, Veronica, as far as it goes. But Jax and I want to have children.
Then have them.
How can I if I don't know?
Just the same way you would have last week or last month.
How can you mean that?
Let's say that I passed this gene on to you. Okay? Would that mean that it would have been better if you had never been born? If I had never been born? I know that's a different question for me because I never gave you anything. I gave you life. Life, maybe, and a hideous end to it.
I don't blame you for this. Okay? Take that. Because if you want a list of grievances about my life when it comes to you, I could make you up one. But this one thing isn't on it. Now, as I'm sitting here with you, I realize what I've inherited from you. Stubbornness. And a head full of dreams that have almost all come true. I adore you. Do you know that? Do you know that? I wish you were my mother. I wish I was anyone else but yours. unfortunately, I have to go, because...
How angry with me is Jax?
Oh, he's not.
You know, he's what I had in mind when I married your father. But there's no similarity other than really their net worth.
Well, I want you to know that we're going to make sure you get a really good doctor here.
Listen, the last thing I need for you is for me to be your mother, the invalid.
Oh. I don't think you have to worry about that. I think it'll be easier for us now. We can deal with this together. We're not alone anymore.
You never were. I'm just a visitor.
You're what's always been missing in my life, and now you're not. I gotta go. I don't know how long this test will take.
It'll take a few days.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure that I talk to you before then. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Wait. I know this is going to sound incredibly shallow of me. But I'm glad that you're so extraordinarily beautiful. And I want you to know that I'm going to take every opportunity to take credit for it. I'll make arrangements with the concierge to have this tub removed to the nearest orphanage or convent or something.
Went all right?
Yeah. You know, I never thought I'd see the day where I would look at that woman and say, I'm glad my mother's here. But I am. Makes all the difference. You weren't so sure?
About Veronica? Well, that's a good way to put it. I'm not so sure.
She doesn't want me to take the test.
Maybe you want to wait. Maybe you don't want to make that decision right now.
No, I don't. I want to get it over with. We go with me tomorrow?
Of course.